Oh, hi. Good afternoon. It's a good time for that pick-me-up cup of coffee, isn't it? And I have today my High Point University alumni cup. Because I was just thinking about, the kids that are going to be going back to school. And I really did enjoy my time at High Point University. Although I didn't go as a traditional age student, and I know those students are already back. But I didn't go as that traditional age. Actually, my son was born while I was going to school at High Point. And then he followed and he went to school at High Point. He's a High Point alumni also. But even though I didn't go a traditional age student, from the time that I went to High Point until he went to High Point, it had changed. Oh, the school was like a different place. When I went, we didn't have a movie theater or an arcade there on campus. The washers and the dryers did not text students to let them know when their laundry was done. Oh well, change happens, doesn't it? Our kids who are back in school, going to be back in school next week, change has happened to them. Our teachers, change has happened to them. Anyone who works for the schools, they have endured some change. And it's not necessarily a good change. Maybe some good can come from it. As we talked about not too long ago on Sunday morning, that God can take anything and he can twist it and bend it and form something good from it. But as our kids and our teachers and the staff at our schools are going back, they're experiencing things they've never experienced before. Scary things. And so as we are anticipating our kids going back to school next week, I want us to make sure that we really keep them in prayer. Because as I said, it can be such a scary time. Going back to school can always be a scary time. I remember when my son, every year going back to school, when he was from elementary school, middle school, high school, oh boy, those middle school years were really scary. And I don't know about your kids, but somewhere from that middle school age to early high school, he decided every so often to take homework sabbaticals. Homework just wasn't necessary. So, yeah, going back to school has always had its scary times. And there's always been some serious scary times too. We've seen things like the Sandy Hook shootings, the Virginia Tech shootings. We've seen all those things. But this year, we have the virus looming over everybody, and it's affecting everybody. One of the things that Scripture tells us the most is do not be afraid, because God is with us. No matter what we're facing, God is with us. We a lot of times just hear, we took God out of schools, we took God out of schools. No, we haven't. We may not teach God at schools, but we can't take God out, because God is present everywhere. He's present with us. He goes with us everywhere. God is there with our kids. He's there with our teachers. He's there with the staff. He's with everybody at our schools. And so, may all who are going back to school face this scary time knowing that God is with them. And as they go back, the assignment for the rest of us is found in 1 Thessalonians, where it says, pray continually. May we be praying continually for all of those who will be back in school, that they will be safe, that they won't get sick, and that this will be a good school year. Have a good afternoon.